Good morning, bird brains, and welcome to another video. And judging by, oof, that was bad. Good morning, bird brains, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be explaining why I haven't really been on the channel and why the bike hasn't been shown, the Fat Bob. And you're probably saying, oh man, it's just another video of him sitting in this garage bitching. And don't worry, well, I'm not gonna be bitching, but yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting in the garage. Let's get into it. It's gonna be difficult because I can't look that way because there's like a mostly completed chubby shuttle, but that's kind of what I want to get on here and talk to you guys about, and basically why it's taking so long and why it's going to continue to take longer. So first off, like I said, the chubby shuttle has already been painted and it's pretty much done. The reason that you guys haven't seen it is kind of twofold. One, I've just been really busy because of the title of the video. We are moving, guys. We have decided to pull the trigger and uproot our family and leave San Antonio. But before you freak out, the OG crew is going to continue to be on the channel. We're not moving that far. Chances are most of you are not from San Antonio, so let me go ahead and explain a little bit. Right now, Austin and San Antonio's real estate market is absolutely insane. The influx of Californians into Austin and the surrounding area is very real, and it's making our housing market just explode basically, which for us as sellers is a great thing. Let's see, we moved in here in this house in May of 2019 and it is now April of 2021. Our house has gone up $55,000 in value, and that was like 2 or 3 months ago, so it could be a little bit higher even now. Some of that has to do with, you know, the renovations we've done, like this dope ass garage and things like that, but most of it is just from the area increasing and just the housing increasing, which will probably be leading you to say, well, if you're selling it for high and you're gonna have to pay high, why are you even moving? Great question. The answer to that is both me and my wife are both small town kids. She grew up in a town of a few thousand, I guess. I have no idea what the population of her town is, but definitely a small town in southeast Iowa. I grew up in a town in West Texas with population 800. We're both very small town kids. And we'd kind of talked about it before having our daughter Luna, but now that we have had her and we have an opportunity, we are going to be selling our house here in the city and purchasing some land out in the country. Reasons for this is, one, I mean, who wouldn't want to have, you know, 10+ acres instead of living in the middle of the city? Fully intend on having a nice shop to work on all the bikes and build dirt bike trails and all that kind of stuff. And I want to take you guys on that adventure. I think it'd be really cool and really personable to show kind of the process of moving out to the country, kind of show some of the hardships, some of the pros and cons and all that good stuff. But a huge factor is we just didn't want to raise a kid in the city. Granted, thousands, millions of kids get raised in the city all the time, and they're fine. You do have some pros and cons in that too, because you have better school systems and things like that, but the world's getting crazy right now, guys, and I feel like if we have the opportunity to leave the city, I think it's worth the shot. Another reason that we're able to do it is because since COVID happened, both of our jobs have gone pretty much completely virtual. There's gonna be like maybe 1 or 2 days a month where we have to come into the office, which is located very close to our current house, but outside of that, we're working remotely pretty much 100%. So we really have no physical ties keeping us here outside of friends and family. And the reason that's not a big deal is, like I said, we're not moving like 3 or 4 hours away. It's gonna be like an hour to an hour and a half. And it's kind of gonna be more central to both Houston and Dallas, not by a lot. We're only gonna be cutting the drive by like an hour, if that. And right now our search area is really large. We're looking pretty much, I think I have a picture of it, so go ahead and put it right here. We're looking from like Floresville all the way up to Bastrop, and I mean, it's a large area that we are looking in. So we really don't have a very specific spot that we're looking at, but we want to have at least 10 acres for one. I think 10 acres is probably the minimum you can have to have some nice dirt bike trails, a little pit bike track for Luna when she starts riding. And in Texas, you have to have 10 acres in order to shoot firearms on your property. So that's not a huge make or break for me, but if you have the opportunity to be able to shoot guns on your property and not, I mean, why wouldn't you? And another little piece of exciting news is that Miss Bird and myself have really considered opening up our own business of some sort. Now, of course, I want it to be motorcycle focused. She actually wants it to be motorcycle focused. She's pushing me really hard to look into opening my own shop and not like service shop where I'm just doing oil changes and tire changes, things like that. She wants me to open up basically a build series shop where someone will drop off their bike and I will get to do a build series on their bike whilst they pay for it instead of me. And they basically pay me to do it. So that would be awesome for you guys because you're gonna get way more build series, way more content on the channel, and good for me because I might be able to finally, you know, leave my corporate job and make my own money. I don't hate my job, I really don't. I don't love it, but I definitely don't hate it. It pays me well and I'm good at it. So I don't want to leave my job unless I absolutely have to, but I want to leave it if I have the opportunity. I hope that makes sense. I guess it does. I mean, who wouldn't want to work for themselves as opposed to working for someone else? But anyways, we want a large, giant shop that basically will dwarf this garage, which is a good sized garage. It's 440 square feet. So I mean, I'm not saying that it's insufficient by any means, but if you're gonna wanna run a business out of it, you're gonna need a little bit more room than what I got now. But we've tossed around the idea of opening a motorcycle shop, opening up like a powder coat shop, opening up like a CNC metal fabrication type idea. We've tossed around a lot, and I think given our current income and everything like that, we might be able to make it happen. So that's another thing on the horizon, way down the line. Well, not probably not way down the line, but it's just another thing that's going on. So anyways, yeah, that is kind of an update on the personal side. We decided to sell the house like about a month ago, and our real estate pictures are happening in 4 days. So it was a very fast process. I know you can't tell by this garage because I haven't packed a single thing in this garage, but pretty much 90% of the rest of the house is already packed because we're kind of betting on a quick sale. The average sale time here in San Antonio is like 6 hours. I don't know if that's true, but it's very short. It's not uncommon for a house to have multiple offers over list price the same day it goes on the market. I mean, it's very common right now. Hopefully, crossing our fingers that it's a quick process. We're actually moving in with my buddy Team Bradley that you see on the channel quite often. We used to live with him back before we were married, before we had a kid, so we've already kind of gone through this process once, but we'll be his roommates, helping him pay off his mortgage for a little bit before we basically go on the search for our property. We've been kind of keeping a pulse on the market right now, but of course, if you still have a mortgage and don't have any cash to put down, it's kind of hard to purchase another house / property. But look forward to that content here pretty soon. Also, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Mrs. Bird said that it would be a good idea to document the move process, both, you know, leaving our house, moving into Brad's house, as well as leaving Brad's house and moving out to the country. I don't want to commit to that because I already know it's a stressful time and everything like that, but she brought the point it'd be so fun to have those memories on camera, and of course with Luna only being, you know, less than half a year old, it'd be nice to look back on, and she's kind of right, but I want to make sure that you guys want to watch it. So what do you guys think of having like a little, I don't know if I'd do it as a series or just like one long video, basically documenting the process of the move from the city out to the country and kind of the hardships that we're going to face on, you know, getting our land managed and all that, and that whole process. So she's actually volunteered to take over most of it. She just kind of wants me to guide her along it, and you guys know that when Mrs. Bird gets on camera, it's just straight gold. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if that sounds like a good idea or not. And then going back to our original topic, why you haven't seen the Chubby Shuttle yet. Well, first off, the week that I had scheduled to do the video reveal, it rained the entire week. I didn't have any opportunity to do it, and that got me thinking while I was waiting for the weather to clear up, is I'm so close to finishing it that I don't know if it'd be worth a reveal for the paint and then have like one more episode of like little bolt-ons here and there. So I tossed this idea up to my Patreons over at patreon.com/bikeandbird, link in description, basically asking them, should I go ahead and do the paint reveal and then do the bolt-on the last episode after that, or should I just film one big episode where I show off the paint and then show off the little pieces that I'm adding on and then do the final reveal, kind of all in one. That way there's no spoilers or anything like that. And that won by a very large margin. So that is another reason why it got delayed a little bit longer. Basically, the only time I have to work on the bike is on weekends and after like 7 o'clock, from like 7 to 9 p.m. in the evenings. That's pretty much all I have now, given, you know, the wife and the baby and the full-time job and all that. So it's been really hard to squeeze in work on that bike as well as time on the dirt bike. But basically, if I'm able to get it done this week, you guys will see it very soon. If not, you're gonna have to wait like 2 more months, because I'm not gonna have a garage to work in, I'm not gonna have my tools, I'm not gonna have a lot of my camera equipment while we're in that little weird transition period between this house and the new house. So yeah, not the best of news, but I feel like at this point I'm just kind of dangling the carrot in front of you guys' face and just dragging you along, and I don't want that to seem like that's the case. I don't want to seem like I'm overhyping and everything. Like, granted, the bike looks freaking good, guys. Like, this is definitely the best looking bike that I've ever built by, I wouldn't say by far, but this is the first bike I've had custom painted with airbrush and all that. So I mean, I would hope it looks the best, and yeah, I think you guys are really gonna like it. But you know, good things come to those who wait, am I right? But the plan is to finish this bike and probably sell it quite soon after that. I'll probably keep it for a few months, take it to a couple bike shows, especially now that summer's coming up, bike shows are starting to ramp up. But outside of that, I also have the Shoei GT Air 2 review coming up that hopefully I'll be able to do soon. It's just, I can't commit to anything time frame wise right now, guys. I'm even turning down like sponsorship offers or like product reviews where people want to send me stuff just because I don't want to say like, yeah, sure, and then wait and have them wait for 6 months. That's just not how I do business. So hopefully everything will get back to normal soon, not only just in the world, but for this channel specifically, because I do miss you guys. I miss working on videos so much. It's not like I'm sitting here and I don't think about it. Trust me, that's not the case. It's on my mind every single day of how bad I want to get back to just getting videos out regularly, and I'd love to get back to another video per week. You know, sometimes life gets in the way, so that's why I have no earthly idea how John Maxwell is doing it. He has like 17 kids, so I can only imagine. I'm struggling with one, but I don't want you. I wanted to come on here and give you guys an update, just so you know I haven't just disappeared. I haven't died. I haven't given up on the channel. I have no intentions on shutting this down at all. I am riding my dirt bike a lot. I will admit that, but there's no extra effort for me to create content when I do those videos. It's literally just pressing go on my GoPro and spending the weekend like I would have anyways. That's kind of been my relief, and I don't want to lose all the progress that I've made after I've lost so much during the back break injury. So that's not so much that I'm switching my focus over to that on the channel. That is not the intention. I have zero plans on making that a bigger part of the channel. I'm pretty much just gonna be doing the race season, and that's it. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, it's too much dirt bike shit. If it's a dirt bike in the thumbnail, just don't watch it. Simple as that. But yeah, no intentions on making that bigger part of the channel. I want to keep it Harley focused for you guys. I think that is going to work out the best. It's just I haven't had time, actually it's just time. I have the drive, I have the parts, I have everything else. I just don't have the time. It sucks, but you guys are adults, you understand. Most of you guys have kids and jobs and everything like that, so hopefully you won't roast me too bad. But I just wanted to come on, talk to you guys real quick. So thank you for listening to me blab on for 10+ minutes. Hopefully the next video will be us in the process of moving. Like I said, it's happening very quickly, so as long as I have a camera to record it all, I should be able to at least stack that footage. I might not be able to put it out so soon, but I just wanted to come on and let you guys know I didn't forget about you. I'm not dead, I'm not going anywhere. We will be back putting out videos very, very soon. Well guys, if you made it to this part in the video, go ahead and put Popeye's chicken. Why Popeye's chicken? Yeah, put Popeye's chicken down in the comments. I've been back on my keto diet for like a month now. You guys can tell I'm struggling. Yeah, go ahead and put Popeye's chicken down in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.